We need to change the way we do things. I think that one of the things I heard once, and it was the Stone Age didn't end because we ran out of stone. The Stone Age ended because we came up with better ideas. And the fossil fuel shouldn't end because we run out of fossil fuel. It should end because there's a better way of doing things. This by anyone's account is a highly This is the award. We came out with the inspectors. This was all done not as a condition of permit. We did this because we believed it was the right thing to do. All we can do is create the best conditions we can, which we have here, have a very high success rate on the fry hatching, and then beyond that, it's up to Mother Nature.
We needed to enhance the area, and we needed to have a project that we could be proud of, industry could be proud of, and other levels of government. Not everybody was on side at first. We looked at, and had other ideas thrown at us from government. And
what ideas?
Was just putting gravel in the system. You need more spawning gravel, let's just dump gravel in there. And I asked them, I said, well, have you ever been to the system? Do you know what the system is like? We've been studying the area, and we've been discussing, our options, and we felt that with the impacts that had happened on the stream in the past, that, as I mentioned, the stream more than likely had braids at the bottom, and the stream had been channelized, is that we needed to put back in some off-channel habitat. And this is what we call off-channel habitat, where we've created, even though it's man-made, we've tried to mimic nature as closely as possible. We've created spawning pool areas, elk cove areas, which all have wood, of course, woody debris, and let nature take its course.
How did you actually build the channel?
It was with an excavator.
The excavator, we just dug it up and then threw gravel into it, that was from the local area.
But we also placed, we
placed the boulders.
Placed the boulders, and we also made sure that the gravel size was the same size.
This idea started 17 years ago, before it was really fashionable. We started in the early 1990s with this concept. By the time we were through our permitting process and commission, that was 1997. But this whole concept started about 91, 92.
We talked about whether or not it would be best to do a satellite program with the hatchery in Sechelt. That was one idea, or to build a small hatchery facility here. And then we started to come up here and look at where we could build a spawning channel versus a hatchery. And we favored the natural channel restoration. And one of our first areas we looked at was a side channel right off here. There's one through here too. And there was groundwater, but we felt that it would be better to augment the channels. And through, we didn't necessarily want to tie it right into the raceways of the hydro plant. So we built an intake in the pool just on the upside of the channels. And one of the things we also wanted to make sure we weren't impacting negatively on the natural area of the stream. So we weren't taking one away to add to something else.
It was not a condition of development, as Sid had pointed out. It was something that we literally had to fight for to get it put in.
Why did you fight for it, Dave? What was, I mean, like...
Well, every project, the project that we built before this, the Wawate generating station on the north shore of Lake Superior, was exactly the same. We put in enhancement, and it just became a tool for us to go back and say, have we improved what was there before? And it's been very good in convincing people that this isn't all bad, that small hydro isn't necessarily a detriment or a net loss. You can actually have net gains in development, particularly where there's been man-made impacts, where there's been channelization, where habitat has been destroyed. It's all about taking the tools, as Sid says. I mean, if you build it, they really do come. I mean, rivers are very dynamic, and sometimes they have good and suitable spawning areas, and sometimes they don't. That's why year classes go up and down. What we have done here is created a habitat it's ideal, and they use it. We're the same guys that built this are operating this. We're not in and out. The same people up in Dryden, the same people at the Black River and the North Shore Great Slave of Lake Superior, thinking of another project. Same people at East Lake, the same people at Sechelt. We're, you know, of the 6 projects, the people in those towns and communities, if they have a problem, it's not his fault, it's my fault.